power is in books, man.
For
Every
sure.
answer in the world, you'll find it somewhere in your library.
For sure, and that's what I like about it. Like there is, you know, every answer that you could find, like it's out there. Someone definitely, you know, looked into it and given their best, you know, version of how to deal with it.
Absolutely,
out
bro.
there, and that's the best thing about books. And
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go, man.
Have you read the Majacto book? I think this is the 4th episode that I'm talking about this book.
I bought it though. I haven't.
Yeah.
I bought it. Let's say when you first told me about it.
Yeah.
I went to Kmart. You know, and then I found it there. I wasn't even looking for it.
Yeah.
I just found those books. I'm like, what the hell?
It was another sign from God.
Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe. Like you saw them. Like, okay, shit. Let me just quickly buy this.
Yeah.
When I get the chance, I'll definitely read it.
I reckon you'll love it. I can't wait for you to get into it, and I can't wait to have conversations about that book, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really good book. It's really it's just like the connection. You're like, oh my god, this guy survived. Oh, and you know, did this, and it's like, oh man, this is amazing. This is so inspiring.
Absolutely, man.
But let's get into and then which led to you creating greatness, activewear. Let's talk about that. I want to talk about that.
Cool. So I've always been into fitness or just activity type of, sports, basketball, soccer, running.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
In primary school, high school, cross country was my thing,
Yeah.
Loved it. Soccer, bro. Loved it.
Were you good at it?
Bro, yeah. I was like in primary school once, because I went there in year 4.
Yeah.
Year 5, I came second. The whole year was burning me, bro.
Yeah.
Year 6, I came first. I blew everybody out. I was like, man, I have to fucking win, So the same thing, year 11, year 7, it was like high school. It was my thing.
Yeah.
Always, try to come. I was always came top 3, always.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things that I was good at, that I enjoyed.
And do you reckon this is another random question, but having a competitive mindset helps with having an entrepreneurial mindset?
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, you're going to be competing with yourself.
Yeah, okay.
It's not like, okay, I have these people that, one of my biggest inspirations, like Gymshark.
Yeah.
It's an activewear apparel.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
LSKD. It's like these guys here, it's not like, okay, I'm going to build bigger business than them. It's like, okay, these guys are doing, what are they doing that I need to be doing?
Yeah.
How can I grow from within to the point that, I can be as big as them?
Yeah.
I don't see them as the enemy. I don't see them as competitors.
Yeah, okay.
I see them as people who I can learn from.
Yeah.
So that level of competitiveness, it's inside me. So I look within, like, okay,
right.
I should be doing something every single day that will get me to where I need to be.
Yeah.
It's not like, okay, I need to look to my, it's like, this is example, horses, when they're racing, the guards they have in their eyes is not to, protect them from dust or whatever. It's so they don't look at other horses.
Yeah.
Because the moment they look at the other horses, they're going to, lose their rhythm.
And get distracted. Yeah.
So it's like, I just find myself being focused on myself. I don't need to keep looking. And every time I look at people, is one out of love, and also out of, what can I learn from them?
Yes, okay.
Never out of, oh shit, that guy's doing better than me, man. Fuck him. I'm going to try and beat him. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
So that level of competitiveness, maybe when I was younger, it was very different.
Yeah.
Very, very different. It was like, now fuck you.
But that's such a wise thing to have as well, is because, like, I believe that success leaves clues, and it's just like, what's happened is, someone that's just done something, what that means is it's achievable now.
Yeah.
You just have to know how they've done it.
Absolutely,
and just learn from them. And another thing as well is, depending on who the person and what the business is, sometimes people love to help people out and try to teach them to get to a certain spot as well.
Absolutely.
Depending on who you find. But I think it's cool that you think of businesses like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying competitors, but people in the same field doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's cool that you have that, healthy mentality for it.
Exactly.
Because that's something that what you're doing is you're just blocking off I'm not gonna listen to whatever you say, because we're not on good terms.
Exactly, bro.
So it's good that you're open to learn.
Yeah. I'm a student, bro. I'm more. a lot of people teach me, they say and they ask me questions. Mapet, what can I do? Whatever. A friend of mine was telling me, man, what should I invest in? Like, dude, I don't know anything. Man. I'm still. When I get there, I'll tell you. Right now, I'm just in that phase of growing. I'm not gonna talk about anything I don't know of. The reason we can talk about books so passionately is because we're going through it and how it helped us. So when it comes to Mapet, what's this NFTs thing? I'm like, dude, I'm not there yet. I haven't even bothered to even try.
Look into it.
So, but then it's like finding that thing where you're like, okay, I can grow in this.
Yeah.
And when it comes to this activewear thing, these people are the people they will have interviews like this. On YouTube. Every night, bro, I'm obsessed with learning and trying to better myself and trying to, learn something new. Every single night. I'm listening to
and you know what I like about that is even someone who's like, look, maybe I'm not ready to read books at the moment. I can't read books yet. It's also good because YouTube's also just got everything there as well.
Everything is there, bro.
So it's good to just like try or just I think my favorite stage was trying to figure out what I might like. I think that was fun because you're just learning all these random things and that should be fun as well. I think people try to figure out what their purpose is and then they give up because they're like, oh, I haven't found it. This is my second shot. I'm trying this on. I haven't found it. That should be the fun part. I think that's, the fun part.
It really is.
And sometimes, you find it easy. Sometimes it takes longer, but that should also be fun. But also, that's why it's good with YouTube because you could just watch little things of something that, you find interesting, and then when you do find something you like that's interesting, you then could just, watch that constantly, learn from it and learn and learn and learn. Yeah. That's what you're doing now, which is so cool.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think, I hope people are taking advantage of YouTube and if they're not reading books, but just taking advantage of YouTube as well.
Yeah. All the information is there, bro. Everything is there.
Yeah.
But I've learned one thing to have the knowledge or whatever, but it's another thing to implement it. That's the hard thing about it.
Yeah.
And that's where wisdom comes from. Wisdom comes from the application of the knowledge that you've learned from the books, from the videos or whatever.
Yeah. Let's talk about that because you do have this thing. You got merchandises. We went and had a day where we went and did a session one Saturday. I think it was 2 weeks ago. We had a session at Footscray Park where you had people from the community or people from the team, the Greatness Activewear team, that came down and put on a really cool event. So you are doing things. You're making moves.
Right.
What advice and how did you? Well, let's go with how did you start putting in the work to get to the action? If someone right now is in a position where like, man, I got this idea, but I'm afraid to pull the trigger. What were the things that you did that got you to have this going on?
Just pull the trigger.
Yeah.
It was when I came up with the idea, I was this is not my first business. I was I was doing a network marketing based business. Yeah. And then that's of course where I learned everything. But I realized I was like, that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
As much as I enjoyed and loved everybody that was there, there was a different calling for me.
Yeah.
So when I got there, when I realized, okay, this is what I want to do, I had the name Greatness. I told myself, man, it has to be action.
Yeah.
Because that's when I started trusting my instincts. And I feel like if you trust your instincts, you can never go wrong. It doesn't matter if you start a business and it ends up failing. That business that you fail in or whatever it is that you failed in will take you to where you need to be, will take you to the path that you need to take to. That will take you to your purpose,
Yeah.
So sometimes, that journey that I went to for 4 years, it took me to here.
Yeah.
And this journey will take me somewhere else.
Yeah.
So when I realized that, okay, fuck it, I'm going to trust my instincts. And I've always doubted my instincts.
Yeah, okay.
When I was growing up, that's when I trusted my instincts, growing up in Richmond. And that's why I say the more I grow up now, the more I grow myself, the more I'm becoming more of who I was.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, when I was, 12 years old, 12, 13 years old. But I started trusting my instincts. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, I have the name. Let's go, find, let's go find what are the steps. And of course I went, did some research.
Yeah.
The first day, got the logo made. Then, the next day, within the next week, I got an idea of what I want to do, what I want the business to stand for. And
what do you want the business to stand for?
It stands, personally, is for people to live just a life of doing what they want to do in this world. Of, of pushing themselves, of just persevering.
Yeah.
Being focused It's like, and that's what I really want to, put in the business. I want it to be seen. Community.
Yeah.
It's like passion. That's what I want the business to stand for.
Yeah.
Which is why this is something I'm passionate about. I enjoy fitness. I love it. Every moment of it. From walking into the gym to walking out to interacting with people. I love every moment of it. So if I can create that experience and give it to people, not only will they be able to live a better life, a healthier life, they'll be able to, meet new people in the gym.
Yeah.
They'll be able to, find passions that they love.
I love that, man.
So that's what I wanted to capture in what greatness activewear is. So I just started pulling triggers, man. It's like, okay, I didn't, that time I didn't have savings or the amount of savings that I needed to get everything sampled or for bulk orders. So I'm okay, shit. Now I've ordered down a few samples. I have an idea of what I want to order in bulk order. Second thing, I was like, fuck, how am I going to get the money together? So at the time, it was during lockdown. I did DoorDash. I also worked warehousing. And also, I was hustling Centrelink.
Yeah.
I hustled them hard that time. Because, I got a chance to take advantage of some of the grants that they were doing.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I want to do whatever it needs to be done. And I needed to raise about $6,000 or $7,000 within the time frame of 2 months. So I came from work. Doesn't matter how tired I was. Worked out for all the gyms were closed around that time.
Yeah.
So I went and worked out for 45 minutes at the park. Then I went and did DoorDash for 2 hours. 2 hours or 2 hours and a half.
Yeah.
Try to make about $50.
Yeah.
And then I'll go home, do what I need to do, talking to different suppliers, then sleep. And I do that every single day until I managed to acquire the amount that I needed.
Yeah.
And then I'll just pull the trigger again. Boom, what do I need to do next? And it was just my instincts. It was just like, okay, this is what you need to be doing. Okay, I do it. Boom.
How did you feel when you were when things were moving? Were you like, man, this feels good? Were you doubting yourself at the time? Were you like, nothing is gonna get in my way now? This is what I want to do, and this is what I'm gonna go for.
I had all the emotions, bro.
Yeah, okay.
All the emotions, and it's like up and down, and that's what emotions are, man. The moment you take a step back and you look at the emotions from a third person's perspective, it's like these are things that they're just up and down, man. If you choose to focus on it, you can focus on it. But you choose to just let them just fade out, let them see them from a third person's perspective. You just see them as it is. Like they don't mean shit.
Yeah.
So I felt, of course, doubt. I was doubtful. I was fearful. I was like, man, can you really do this, Mapet? You're alone right now. There's nobody there. There's nobody there to, help you. At least it felt like it.
Yeah.
And then all these questions started coming, but I just kept pulling the trigger. Kept pulling the trigger.
Yeah. And then, now you've done it and we're here.
Yeah, we're here, man. Man, just the genesis stage, bro.
Yeah.
So
but it's so cool because, talking about making the moves and doing stuff, that's so cool. And it's good because, like, even when I came down to that event on Saturday, I loved the energy that was around and just the people that you were with, and it was just so cool.
Right.
Yeah. But, man, I think that's really cool, and I really hope, what you said, someone's probably gone through, that phase of like, I don't know if I should pull the trigger or I don't have enough money. It's cool that you just tried whatever you could to try get the money for it.
Yeah. It's like, a lot of the times we tell ourselves, man, we're not enough.
Yeah.
But you are enough.
Yeah.
You really are, man. It's like, you don't need to